So I'm out walking a section of the Christchurch 360, the part from Waimairi Beach out to Spencer Park. I'm out at the Spencer Park Surf Club at the moment, heading towards the end of the track, which is about maybe another 500 metres in that direction. Yeah, and then what I'll do then is I'll just turn around and I'll just basically walk back along the track that I followed. It's about maybe 7.5 k's one way, roughly around about 14 to 15 k's return. Yeah, it's quite a good walk. Yeah, nice day for it today. We're starting off here on Victor Road and we're heading into Bottle Lake Plantation, following some old four-wheel drive tracks and some forestry tracks all the way out to Spencer Park. There's a car park here that will hold about maybe 15 cars, and then you can park up the side streets. This is where I normally start walking this section of track from. So there's a Christchurch 360 logo on that post over there, and we're just heading this direction following the 360 logos. Only problem with this track is that if you have any rain it gets really wet. It's like really wet and muddy. If you come down here and this track is really wet and muddy, just walk down and stay on the South Pegasus walkway, because that's gravel the whole way. We're just walking along next to the old Burwood landfill. This is the site where they buried all of the debris from the Christchurch earthquake. When I have a free spot I'll show you. And so we're just tending for those pine trees down the end there, and we turn right there and get onto the South Pegasus walkway again. So that's the Burwood landfill. They buried all the debris from the Canterbury earthquake out here, and so there's these two barrows out here now. They'd be probably 1 kilometre long by 150 metres high by about 500 metres wide, and that's all the debris from the buildings in Christchurch that got dumped out here after the earthquakes. So there's one of those barrows. It just shows you how big it is. That's all man-made. That's all debris from the Christchurch earthquake, and there's actually 3 of those out here. Yeah, fantastically huge. Eventually they're going to have a walking track up over the top, but at the moment it's an exclusion zone. So we're just turning right here and heading onto another forestry road, and then we're heading into that forest over there. So we're just heading into Bottle Lake Forest Park from here. This is the edge of the forest park. You can see the Christchurch 360 logo on that gate over there. Yeah, just pointing the direction. This is the nicest part of the track, heading from here out to Spencer Park, because you're in the forest the whole way, all the way down to the Spencer Park Surf Club. So there's points right along here where you can get out and actually see the beach, and you can see right up Pegasus Bay both directions. Spencer Park is about 4 k's that way. There's a few small hills you have to walk over on this section because it's like sandhills at the back of the beach. Yeah, it's not too bad though. So there's lots of little paths leading off of the walkway out to the beach if you want to get out onto the beach. All of the track markers have Christchurch 360 logos on them. If they want you to turn, they'll have an arrow there as well pointing the direction you want to go to. Yeah, so you're just walking through this pine forest. It's really nice. In the summertime it's cool in here, and in the winter the trees protect you from the wind a wee bit. It's looking up the coast towards Spencer Park. You can see the storm coming in up there by Amberley. Yeah. Supposed to blow in later this afternoon. About a k away from Spencer Park, the edge of Spencer Park. Yeah, the forest is a bit more open down here, it's like older. So the beach is off in that direction. That's looking north up the beach towards Spencer Park. And that's south towards the portals there. Normally I walk on the track out to Spencer Park and then walk back along the beach. But I'm not going to be able to do that today. The tide's too high, the sand will be really soft, it's real hard walking. Few more hills down this end of the track. Old sand hills. This is the edge of the reserve out at Spencer Park. From here you're actually within the boundary of Spencer Park itself. It's probably about a k to the end of the track from here, so we're just going down and past the surf club and down to the main car park at Spencer Beach. Yeah, so we'll head along that way. When you get to this intersection here, you just keep going straight. It's not really obvious by the markings, doesn't have any arrows or anything. So that's the road over there that runs around the outside of Spencer Park. There's a couple of parking areas down here where you can park and get down to the beach or get onto the track to do some walking. When you get to this point where those posts are, you're about maybe 200 metres from the Spencer Park Surf Club. We're just about to pop out at the car park for the Spencer Park Surf Club down on the beach. That's the new Spencer Park Surf Life Saving Club. I'm surprised it's closed today because there would be people down on the beach. So there's public toilets here and a water fountain that you can drink the water out of. And they've got a couple of picnic tables over here, so this is a good place to stop before you start heading back to Waimairi Beach, if you're going to walk back to Waimairi Beach. Yeah, so you just walk down, there's a Christchurch 360 logo on that post over there. You just walk down from the surf club down to the car park. And there's a track that runs along the back of the car park there that takes you down to the main access point to get onto the beach. We're just about at the beach access car park. It's only about 100 metres away. So the main access to the beach at Spencer Park is just right here. There's a car park here. So you could start walking from here or from down at Spencer Park holiday home. It's an option. That's the start of the Waimairi walkway. That goes along the spit all the way out to the mouth of the Waimak River. And so on a normal day, if I was doing this walk, I'd walk along the path, and then when I got here I'd walk out to the beach and then just walk back along the beach. I don't think I can do that today. The tide's not far enough out. It's too hard for walking along the beach if the tide's not right out. There's a map showing the track network out here. It's got the Brooklands Lagoon walk and also the Waimairi track that runs along down to the mouth of the river. Yeah. And so from the car park, what we do is we just walk down to the holiday park at Spencer Park. And then join onto that section of the track that goes out to Brooklands. There's a picnic table there if you wanted to sit and have a break when you got to the end of the track. So we're just on a track between the access to the beach and down to Spencer Park, the actual reserve down at Spencer Park. We're just heading down to where the Brooklands track starts, which is just over there. And the last section, you're just walking along the edge of Brooklands Lagoon. There's a view out over Brooklands Lagoon. The tide's fully in, so the estuary's completely full. There's an information kiosk there with info about the tracks out here and the park and about the estuary. Map of all the tracks out here, including showing you where the Christchurch 360 trail is. Brooklands Lagoon there. You can see the tide's totally in. When the tide's right in, it completely fills up this intertidal area here. Lots of waterfowl out there. There's a tower there for looking at the birds out on the estuary. I'll go up and have a look. That's basically effectively the end of this section, but I'll talk to that in a minute. There's Brooklands Lagoon from the top of that bird watching tower. Over towards the beach. Those trees over there at the start of the Brooklands Lagoon, part of the Christchurch 360 trail. This is as far as I'm going. I'm up on top of the bird watching tower at the moment. Yeah, so like I say, about 7 kilometres one way, possibility to start from each end. Nice easy track to walk, it's flat for most of the way. Yeah, really lovely. Pick a nice lovely sunny day to come out and walk it. This is Spencer Park Reserve. It's a recreation reserve out on the northern outskirts of Christchurch. Yeah, really great to come out here for picnics, and over the summertime there's a big playground if you've got kids. Lots of open areas for chucking a ball around, kicking a ball, picnic tables out here. There's some barbecues. There's some little shelter pavilions to get you out of the rain if it's raining. Set of toilets, yeah. So we used to come out here a lot when the kids were younger. Yeah, so I'm just sitting out at Spencer Park Reserve, just having some lunch, and then I'll turn around and head back. Yeah, beautiful day today, really nice weather for a walk out here. Just heading back to the car now, following the track that I was on when I came out here. So we're just getting out to the edge of Spencer Park Reserve again. Heading back into the forest and heading back towards Waimairi Beach. Yeah. So I'm about halfway back to Waimairi Beach, just walking through the forest. Yeah, probably about another 35 minutes walking. It's looking a bit stormy out there. The water's really dirty because of all of the silt coming down the Waimak River. Heading for home. So down and walking along next to the landfill site. Yeah, so I'm down by the landfill site, nearly at the end of the track. Yeah, really good track this one. Yeah, I come out here all the time and walk it. It's a great fitness walk. So I've probably got about another, maybe about another K back to the end of the road, but we're more or less wrapped this one up. The official trail has us following the walkway which turns off that old four-wheel drive road and heads this way up this side road. This takes you up to some more tracks, just up where those pine trees are at the end. Yeah, so we'll just go down there because it all heads in the right direction back towards the car park. So that's the eastern end of that massive big barrow. I think the official track takes you up and over it, but we're turning off in this direction and heading out towards the road. Yeah, so you can see that post there, it's got a Christchurch 360 logo on it. So you're going up to the top of the barrow, and then down and into the forest over by Barrow Park, where we were on one of those previous sections. So the other option is to come down and find 29th Avenue and just basically go down 29th Avenue. That'll take you down to the same place where the 360 trail heads up over that barrow. Yeah, but I won't go down there. This track takes me all the way out to the where I park my car. Yeah, so I'll just head down that way. So we're just about at the end of the walk. Just coming to the car park now. It's just up over this rise. Edge of Waimairi suburb. Yeah, so there we go. That's the end of the walk. There's the car over there, and I'm heading off home. That's where we join on to the next section, heading from Waimairi Beach to Travis Wetland.